Well, this is a pocket watch I've been repairing, this one. What had happened is the mainspring went, so I'll show you what I did. The mainspring had broken in the other one. I bought a Smith's pocket watch. I knew that the mainspring was okay, but the face was buggered. So what I did is I took the spring out, fitted it into this pocket watch here. This is a key wine pocket watch. It's made by, hang on, it's a Swiss made one. It's called the Wizard, but it's got William Tell written on the dial. What I'm going to do is open the watch and show you the watch. Not the easiest thing to do. Right. It's just have a little look. It's a cylinder escapement. Not a lot of swing on the balance wheel. I've oiled it, cleaned it. That spring is certainly stronger than the one that was in there, so it probably wouldn't have run much at all with the one. But anyway, it's going. The spring was a bit taller than the one I took out. I said it probably binds and it won't work. So what I did is I took out the balance wheel and I let it free run by winding it and see if it would do the 30 hours or 24, and it actually did 40, I think it did 31 hours, I think it did. So it was certainly run for 24 hours and gone. This pocket watch is what they call centre second hand, and what that means is that you can stop it and start it to set it accurately. At the moment it's kept perfect time for 3 hours, and I'm not sure. There was one or two things looked a bit warm, but they seem to be okay. The movement is one jeweled. There's no jewel on the bottom. There's an iron plate. I actually turned that upside down so it would dig into the other side rather than the same one. I took the whole pocket watch apart. The only thing I couldn't take apart was that middle plate. I couldn't get it off because I couldn't get the Callan pinion off this hand shaft here. So what I did is loosened it all up, soaked the thing itself, and that seems to have solved the problem there. So the watch is working. It's made of nickel, and we'll just show you the case. It's got the waves on it. I don't know why they spent all that trouble to do that case, and it's got some kind of mark on it, some kind of hallmark, a star and J and F marked on it. But so whether it's some kind of alloy, well, it looks to me like it's white metal, and as you see, excuse the waviness, it says the Wizard Swiss made on it, but the movement says William Tell on it. It looks like it's the original movement. I've seen a number of these watches for sale on eBay that are broken. What they're saying is that when you wind them up, the hands spin round. There's two of those on there, and one of them says it spins round when you wind it, and the other one says there's a balance problem. These balance wheels are extremely delicate. This one was taken out, cleaned, oiled. The trap had some light oil put on it, and it now wants to run for 24 hours, I guess. But it's working. Not a lot of swing there, but it sounds strong enough, and it's got a heavy wheel, so perhaps there wasn't so much with that one. I don't really know, but it is working. So that was a success. It's funny, I paid £64 for this pocket watch, all working with a kit, and I had to get a key. I was given a key, and what happens, I wound it up, and I thought I'd put a couple of extra turns in and then let it run, and there was an almighty bang. If I get the broken one out, and the end flew off the other one. That's the end. the other spring is stronger than this spring, so in a way it's a good thing, because but it doesn't seem to make the watch run better. But anyway, so I say it's working, and we'll just have to see now. I only put a turn into it and a shake, and it started going, so that usually means that it should probably be okay. So that's an introduction to that watch. The other thing, it's got a glass on it, a proper glass. Let's see if I can get the shadow out. There we are. It's got a proper watch glass in it. The only problem is that it's got a few scratches on, and it is proper glass. It's the original, and I'm not sure how to get scratches out of that. I'll consult Mr. eBay, and if not, or Mr. YouTube. Perhaps my science friends, my vicar friends at church. I'm friendly with the vicar outside the church. I wonder if he would be able to advise me how to clean scratches on the glass. He actually was, believe it or not, a science professor, what they call an under professor at a university. So he would know what to clean scratches out of it with, I'm sure. So anyway, bye-bye everyone. This is an introduction into the Wizard Swiss-made pocket watch. It was made about 1880s, 1890s. I would say probably about 1880. And it seems to be working now. I was getting so cross with it, I nearly threw it out the other day. I thought I bought several mainsprings that didn't work. And I thought, well, why don't I buy an old pocket watch? And we got more chance of that spring filling if it's than buying a watch, a spring in a bag, and I don't know what it is. I do believe it's taller than the other one. There's no fly cover on this watch, so we'll just have to see if it binds up. But I did do the free running test, and it ran perfectly fine. Came to the end of the spring, there was a couple of clonks as it came to the end of its run. So it might mean me taking the barrel out, putting the spring on the grinding block, and just grinding a few thou off it, holding it flat onto a grindstone, grinding it a few times, and then we may be okay. You know, just enough to stop it doing that. Anyway, it all seems to be working. So if it runs for 30 hours, keeps reasonable time, I think that's all I had to worry about. Bye bye. Muchas gracias, as they say in Spain. Muchas gracias. As I saw it, gracias, that's what I say.